Oh man, it feels like it's been forever since we've done a full-length video. I have so much cool stuff to show you that I've picked up over the past couple of weeks. Can't wait to get into it. So while wait, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to talk about things that I found at Walmart, things that I found at Kroger, things that I found at another store we'll talk about here in a little bit. But first, we are going to start with Kroger because while everybody's looking for the Kroger exclusives for the new mail-in, this is literally the only thing I've found that I was interested in picking up while shopping at two Krogers over the past couple of weeks. Hopefully that'll change soon, but so far, this is pretty much it. Now, I am a sucker for Matchbox power grabs, and you've probably seen the short that I did on this, so I won't dive into this one too much. But this is a pretty cool setup, I think. I am personally a fan of the Indiana Jones stuff that Matchbox has been doing lately, and I absolutely love that we have it in a power grab. Really cool find there, but unfortunately the only thing that I've found at Kroger recently. Now moving on, let's get into the Walmart finds. And truthfully, I've probably found a lot more than I picked up, but this is what I have picked up. Let's go ahead and start out with the Matchbox. We got Matchbox, Hot Wheels, monster trucks, all kinds of cool stuff here. So this, I think, is kind of in the order I found this stuff. We have the 2019 Lamborghini Aventador SVJ Roadster. Awesome looking casting here. And, you know, when I first saw this, I thought this might have been that Pagani Chase. I'm just like dying to get at one of these Matchbox parts chases. I absolutely love the castings they've been doing. And I've probably said it everywhere I go. I'm singing Matchbox's praises. I'm super stoked about the stuff they have coming out. And I hope they kind of keep going in this general direction. They have some great castings coming out. All right, 1970 AMC Javelin here. A little bit of a shameless self-promotion. I have been selling on Whatnot lately, and this is kind of a car that I got turned on to on there. If you've not been on Whatnot, it's a super great community. Maybe you've heard some other YouTubers or some streamers talk about it. But it's a really awesome place to hang out, even if you're not buying stuff on there. However, if you would like to buy some stuff on Whatnot and check it out, be sure to check out my link in the description. You can get a $15 credit if you are a new member there. And also, if it's a place that you've been thinking about selling, be sure to hit me up. I might be able to get you a bonus as a new seller. So hit me up on either of those. We'd be glad to have you over there. A great community. And if you're not, I know some of you are already there, but if you're not, I think you'll like it. But this is one that I got interested in from Whatnot. I think it's really great color, great casting overall. And just a nice, neat little pickup. Next we have is the 2019 Ford Focus RS. And I actually picked these two up from one Walmart and these next two up from a completely different Walmart. But I just thought this was really well done casting. I know the Focus sometimes gets poo-pooed, especially if it's just kind of like a standard model, not really anything done to it. But I don't know, there was just something about it I kind of hated to leave. It's obviously a new casting here for 2024. Just so well done, I hated to leave it though. And probably my favorite moving part pickup that we've had recently, the 1969 Ford Mustang Boss 302. Man, this thing looks sick in black with that gold stripe. Excellent, excellent casting here. Super stoked. There's been some other good moving parts that I've seen that I just couldn't quite decide if I wanted to bring home with me or not, but these are ones that I just didn't feel right about leaving behind, right? Continuing on with my Walmart finds, moving away from Matchbox for just a minute and on into Hot Wheels. I have made some pretty cool e-case finds lately, with my most recent being a few dump bin finds with the Zamacs. So let's go ahead and check that out. You know, I don't think I've done anything but a short or two on this. Maybe I have. Just an interesting note there on the R33. This thing just is not near as popular as I expected it to be. People don't seem to be clamoring for this. I'm still picking it up because I love the car and I think it's a really well done casting. But it'll be interesting to see what happens to this over the next few years, along with the R32 and what I assume we're going to have in the R34 next year. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see what happens with the Godzilla Skylines. Speaking of which, let me know in the comments if you are an RLC member, if you're going to be trying for that new RLC R34 coming out here pretty soon. I've got the overdrive, so I'm definitely going to be picking one up. If I didn't, I'd be trying for it anyway. Also have here, I guess we could go in order. We have the 57 Jeep FC Zamac. Picked up a few of these. Not a bad looking truck. Kind of an interesting color scheme there. I know this one doesn't seem to be all that super popular, but it's a Zamac, and I think it's pretty cool. What you're probably going to be looking at is people being more interested in this McLaren Solus GT. And this thing looks wicked in Zamac with this livery on it. Just a really cool looking car. Almost looks like a fantasy casting from like when I was growing up. Man, look at the body lines on this. That's just a tough looking car. Honestly, not one that I've paid a whole lot of attention to, but I am now. So definitely something I wanted to bring home. Obviously, you see here, and if you've followed my shorts, you see that I found Zamacs and this treasure hunt and super treasure hunt. Look at that super here in just a second. Treasure hunt for this, I have heard a lot of people finding like super high amounts of multiples of this car, which is pretty interesting. I think I found 4 the other day. Either way, it's pretty cool. I like it. I think we had this recently. I feel like we have. Kind of losing my bearings on what we have and haven't had already. But overall, not a bad treasure hunt, especially for a Batmobile. And we've got this Super, which, to be honest with you, until I found it, I really wasn't super interested in. Pun intended. But man, this thing looks really good. I think they did a nice choice of wheels here. And it looks like the main line, but it looks a lot different at the same time. And it kind of gave me an appreciation for the main line as well, which coincidentally has some really cool wheels on it as well. I don't know if the camera will pick them up too good because they're black, but if you get a chance, check those out. They're really different than anything else that I've noticed on main lines recently. Not a bad looking car here, but I think definitely this is one of those instances where the Spectra Flame absolutely makes this thing pop. I love it. Excellent wheel choice, excellent color. Definitely happy to pick this one up. And I think mostly rounding out my Walmart finds, we have these, I believe they're 132 scale from Jada. I keep calling everything this around this size 143rd, but I believe these are actually 132 if you look at them. And I think somebody called me out on that the other day, rightfully so. But Jada pink slips, this is the only thing that this Walmart I went to had. But I had seen other people pick this one up and thought it was a 124 scale car. But it's not. But man, this thing looks great. Love this color. It's an R34. I know they're kind of getting overdone. People are kind of honestly getting a little bit sick of them to an extent. But I'm still a fan. And this is definitely different enough that I wanted to pick it up. So super stoked to have that. You can see what else is in the collection here. And one that I really didn't expect to like or grab. You know, normally the newer Chargers, like they're cool in real life. But as diecast, I could kind of take it or leave it. But just the livery on this and the color, I couldn't leave this one behind. This thing is wicked. Look at the wheels. Look at the paint. Look at that awesome livery. I really couldn't leave it behind. If you collect scales like this, Pink Slips has some pretty cool different stuff. It's all Jada, so it's castings a lot of times that you've seen before, but definitely doing some different things with the paint schemes that I'm here for. Moving on to the Walmart finds, I found these in no certain order, but this Dodge Charger 440 in pink. Something about this one just popped to me. Apparently, this is a fairly popular casting. Really like the wheels they did with this one. And just overall, just a really clean looking car. This is one of those, I can tell I really like a monster truck when I wish that they did it in a premium or a mainline. Absolutely love the way that they did this. Also found this classic Batmobile monster truck, which I didn't even know they were coming out with. Also, a pretty cool setup with the wheels here. Something a little bit different. I'm assuming they've probably used these before, but not something I'm used to seeing. Overall, a really nice job here. Have a feeling the Batman fans might be interested in this one. And like I said, there's not been a lot of fanfare around it. I didn't even know it was out. I think these are technically, this was new for 2023. And that's a lot of what we're getting lately. Speaking of new for 2023, also found Mrs. Bigfoot, the treasure hunt here. One that I definitely didn't expect to find. And this, I think, is my my second Hot Wheels monster truck treasure hunt find in a long time. The first one you may have seen that we did a short on not too long ago is the Jurassic Park Expedition. or Explorer. I don't have that one with me right now, but you can check it out here. Really cool little find there. Super stoked to find these. Hopefully my monster truck treasure hunt luck is turning around and catching back up with my super treasure hunt luck that I've had this year. Sticking with the Walmart theme, let's see. I think I found most of these at Walmart. Some of these may be Dollar Tree, but you can pretty much say the same for any of these. Just a few Matchbox here. 2012 BMW 3 Series Touring. Really cool little wagon. Nice wheel choice on that. Love the color. Have the red 2004 Mazda RX-8. I think I already had this one in black, but I hadn't seen it in red yet. Really like that. White Porsche 911 GT3. This is really cool casting, but if you've not seen it, let me know. The front end just looks funny on these to me, the way they did it. I know it's kind of got a slant to it, but something about it just looks off. It's like I want to like it, but I really don't. And then we have this classic 1970 Ford Bronco, which reminds me, I have another short coming out soon for some of the M2 haulers that I saw this morning. Didn't pick any of them up, but man, there's some cool M2 haulers coming out. Now, let's move on to the Dollar Tree, where I found some more Matchbox. 2019 Subaru Forester. I think I found this one at Walmart too. But man, look at this car. I know to some people this might not be all that interesting, but the paint on this car is so nice. Oh, casting overall is just really well done. Love it. Excellent. If you're a Forester fan, there you go. 1964 Lincoln Continental. Another really nice car here. I'm telling y'all, Matchbox, keep up whatever you're doing. This is a new casting for 2024. Super stoked to get that. Maybe not everybody's cup of tea, but they do have a recolor of the Polaris Ranger here, which is pretty cool. Around my neck of the woods, a lot of people are super into side-by-sides. I'll be honest with you, I'm not super into them, but these are still some cool little castings, and I think it's neat that they do it. Honestly, I like those kind of better than like the Hot Wheels motorcycles. And finally, the 1968 Chevy C10. Super stoked to find this. Didn't expect to find it this soon, but here we are. Another really well done casting. Just a classic look on a classic truck. Alright, y'all, and last but not least, I'm going to leave you with a few finds from my local oddity shop. Hopefully have just a little bit more finds coming up from this place in a future video. But I did find a couple of loose cars. This Matchbox Golf Raptor that I've been looking for a while. Just never have been able to find it in the wild or at a price that I was happy with. Found it here loose for a price that I was very happy with, so I brought it home. Also found this Porsche 964, I believe it is, from the old Modern Classics set. I didn't know what this was when I first seen it, but I recognized the wheels as Real Riders, obviously. Knew it was some kind of Hot Wheels Porsche, so I went ahead and brought it home. It looks like it's been setting somewhere for a while, but another really cool find. Definitely happy to pick that one up. And guys, when I pick up cars like this, you know it's something that I'm really interested in. A few older cars here. This one from the Dash for Cash series, the Jaguar XJ220. One of my favorite cars from way back when. Absolutely love this thing. Not super crazy about the cash delivery on it, but overall, it's just a car I really like, and I had to bring it home. Speaking of Dash for Cash, check out this Ferrari F40. This thing is mint. Absolutely love this one. The color looks great on it. Just a solid casting overall. Normally, I'm not just a super huge Ferrari fan. I know they have their place in the Hot Wheels lore and in different people's collections. But man, this is just one that I couldn't leave behind. Absolutely love it. Another one that I haven't really seen much of, but a really cool paint, really cool deco. Just something completely different. This customized C3500. This is a 1998 first editions. You know, I think I was collecting in 98 and I don't remember seeing this. May have just not been something I was interested in, but a really cool casting there. And last but not least, we have this 64 Chevy Impala. Check this thing out. What a great casting. The stance, the paint, the interior. Man, this is a sharp ride. Super stoked to get that. That wraps up my finds for the past couple of weeks. I do have a mail call video that'll be coming up soon, and hopefully going to have another little round of finds that kind of go along with these last few here. Be sure to stay tuned for that. If you like these finds or peg hunting videos, be sure to check out this video up here or this playlist. I think you'll really enjoy those. I appreciate y'all watching, and as always, happy hunting, y'all.